I didn't know what to make for dinner. I didn't have anything in the house except a package of steak that was gonna go bad tomorrow. So this is steak stir fry, no grocery shopping. Here's what I got. A mangled half of a cucumber. Because my daughter likes cucumbers with cream cheese, everything bagel seasoning, and pepperoni. Try that as a snack sometime. It's delightful. But this is a half of a green pepper. It'll probably go bad if she doesn't eat it. So we're gonna cook it now because my wife just bought 2 other ones yesterday. Half of a yellow onion. We probably used it in another video. About a half a bag of baby carrots that I blanched. Boil these for 2 or 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You could do 5 minutes if you forget about them. That's fine. But I got some carrots. I got some spinach that I have no idea where it's from or why we have it. That's gonna go in there as well. I also have peppers that are just in my garden. Serranos, jalapeños, so let's use those. I got lime because I put acid in everything. And then I got these nice petite sirloin steaks. Put them in the freezer for 1 hour. That's gonna make it a lot nicer to slice it very, very thin. I like my stir fry very thin. We're gonna do the stir fry in honey sakiyaki and a little bit of that green sriracha, both Mikey brand. All right, first step, cut all this stuff up. So Rob, as I cut this up, do a little nice montage with some nice music or speed it up so that it's not boring for everyone. We're gonna start our vegetables first so that we can get our vegetables off the board so then we get that raw meat on there and slice that raw meat. All right, let's just prep these jalapeños. I'm gonna go in half and then small chunks. This one, I'll just cut in half because it's a little bit smaller. It's amazing what you'll get. Now these are hot, so you don't want to have a big chunk of those. So those I'm going to actually slice. It's actually just going to spice up. You know, you're not looking for a bite of those serranos like when you're eating this. It's just going to spice up this vegetable mix. Okay, so those are the peppers. So let's get the peppers into our pan. As soon as you start getting a little caramelization on those onions, just go ahead and throw those carrots right in. Now I lied when I said I wasn't gonna use more oil. This is starting to overcrowd the pan a little bit and I wanna get a little bit of color on these carrots, so I will just hit it one more time. Not a bunch of oil, but just enough. There you go, that's got some nice color. You see the red, you see the orange, you see the white, you see the green. You eat with your eyes first, okay? There you go. We're gonna pull a secret ingredient into this. I get a little bit of fragrance from it, but I think it needs a little bit of garlic. So let's grab some of that out of the fridge because I think we got some. Okay, so I got these sirloins. I'm gonna trim them up real good. Why? Some of this is called sinuate. Say it with me, Rob. Sinuate. That's not good fat. See that right there? That's not good fat. That's chewy fat. So all I'm gonna do is just take my knife, kind of run against this. Once I trim them up, then I'm gonna show you I slice them real thinly, like they do in New York delis, very thinly. So do a little montage of me getting these things prepped up. Okay, so I got these steaks prepped. I got the bad glove on, that's okay. I quartered these, halved them, got them to the point where I could just do this nice and thin. Look at how thin that is. That's how I want my steak, my stir fry to be in there. So just be nice and careful when you do this. Don't try to do it fast. This is the reason why you freeze it for an hour before, is because you can get these nice, thin pieces, just like that. So I'm gonna get the rest of this nice and thin sliced, then we're gonna get it in the cast iron. All right, look. I got all my steak thin. How much steak is it? I think it's enough for 4 people. It's probably 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds. When you slice it this thin, it goes a long way. Board scrape and into that hot cast iron. I got all that steak on that board scrape, but first, give me a little peek on them veggies. That's what I'm talking about. Nice caramelization, everything looks good. We cut the heat on those, just let them hang out for a little bit. Now, this steak, right to the middle, okay? Then, you gotta be You gotta be somewhat of a ninja. You gotta first hit it with a little bit of oil on the outsides when it's in the middle. Then you just gotta kind of mess it up to the outside. Don't panic if it's all bunched up. It's okay. We will get through this together. Let that caramelize. Let that steak caramelize. There's no such thing as rare or medium rare when you're talking about stir fry. It's all gonna cook through. That's okay. It's really thin, so the bite of it should be very tender. Let this cook 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, while this steak is still going, it's only been a minute, take this spinach, a whole handful, just throw it right on those vegetables. Even though you cut the heat, watch what this looks like in a few minutes. We'll do a little bit of a fast forward here. I'm gonna just toss those hot vegetables onto that spinach and watch how much this stuff wilt down. There you go, 1 minute. It's 25% of what it used to be. Gives great color and great flavor. Look at this steak. I just started turning it. Look at that caramelization that we're already getting on the steak. You'll notice something about this. What do you notice? I didn't salt and pepper it. I didn't salt and pepper it because I'm about to hit it with something that has sugar. It's got soy in it. It's got salt in it. It's got a lot of different things in it. You do not have to season this. You just have to finish it with a little bit of that hot sauce and a little bit of that sakiyaki or teriyaki. You could just put soy sauce as a finisher. Just something that just gives it a little bit more color and a little bit of depth of flavor, and then we'll be ready to eat. All right, we're gonna go, I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons of the sakiyaki. And then this is how much hot sauce. You ready? Like this. That much. Not even a teaspoon. Just something to give it a little bit of depth. Once you put that in there, now you gotta watch it. Do not walk away when you put something that has sugar in it. It is going to burn, burn, burn. So give that about another minute. And that's gonna be crispy goodness in this bowl. Look at this. From nothing to something. Vegetables that I just had, stir-fried, caramelized. Steak that was gonna be, needed to be sold by tomorrow, AKA thrown in the garbage most likely, and some rice. Now, we're just gonna make these bomb steak stir-fry bowls. I am like so excited about this. It's hard to contain my excitement. This is how I build them. Base layer, white rice. If you're watching what you're eating, do brown rice, do magic rice, do black rice, do whatever it is that makes you feel good. You could do noodles. Do noodles, do the no carb noodles that I like to eat. Whatever you want as the base, it's like a starchy, it's a pasta, it's a rice, okay? This is how I like to build my bowls. I like to keep them a little bit separate. So I'm gonna do a little half boy on this side of my veg. Then I'm gonna do a little half guy on this side of my steak. Just like this. Boom. Look at that. Steak stir-fry bowl. Last thing that you do, remember what I said? Acid, a little bit of lime. Just to kick it up just a little bit. I squeeze just a little bit of lime. Boom, that's ready to eat. Should we give this a try, Rob? Let's do it. All right, we gotta do the steak and a little bit of rice first. That little citrus on there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Vegetables, onions, spinach already wilted, already into there. Love it. So good. So good. If you constantly wonder what to do for dinner, you constantly look in your fridge and say, how do I do this? What do I do with it? Make some rice, saute some vegetables, saute some meat, shrimp, fish, chicken, pork, steak, cut it thin, put it on there, build a bowl, save yourself $14. I'm probably feeding a family of 4 for $10 or less than that. Steak stir fry, when I didn't know what I was cooking today, is done. Until I see you again, keep cooking.